500 David J. Stern walk here in Sacramento, California. Hear terms like and impress their respective coaches. Here's a look at the starting lineups for the rounds of shots. On the third try, we're underway on the tip. Here's Bouye. Bring it in. Rejects the screen, drew the foul from Mason Jones, and Jamari Bouye knocks down the second shot. It's strong, and here's Mason Jones.
That's really good activity in transition. And here's Jones all the way.
Wow, a little jelly at the rim.
Exhausted.
Around the screen, it's Ward, lost the handle, goes right to his teammate Mensah for the bucket.
So they want these guys to do the same exact thing here in the Summer League.
Timmy, out of Gonzaga, well-known name. Played, he had 10 points in the first quarter last night. Looked very comfortable and draws the hit. Earns 2 shots at the free throw line. Converted into a multi-year deal by Monty and the front office.
Kevin Huerter, he was out there and he really impacts things. Such great run the offense a little bit, bring up the ball, and I'm eager to see what that looks like.
Very capable of at times. Bouye now 25 years old. Nice matchup to watch with Mason Jones and Bouye. Mason got the switch and pulls the deep three.
He did at a very high level last year in the G League. He was 4th in the G League in three-point percentage, as we see one.
He's been in the gym every night getting up shots to the point that they have to tell hot yoga and
the court.
He understands that if he is going to make it in the NBA on a full-time deal, he's got to commit to doing things.
Coming back. Bouye with a nice hezzy. Oh man, he cooked and converts. The early catalyst for the San Antonio. Here's Ellis. Sprays it out. Crawford with a nice floater.
Great
ACL procedures. Ellis takes it inside. Tough shot. Oh, it did a victory lap and fell. Spurs running split cuts. Bouye goes back door. 3-ball good from downtown. That's tough. Here's Isaac Crawford. Out of Louisiana Tech. The midi is pure. Bouye off the ball screen. Off to the wing. That's Horn. Rebounded by Ellis. Ward working against Ellis. And a tough bucket that time. Another whistle and another foul. We haven't seen, so that speaks to how much hacking is going on right now.
We still got 2 minutes.
Horn around the screen. Crawford with a nice contest, using that length, and working fires with the left, tipped up no good, and a quick outlet. Boogie Ellis getting his boogie on. More, Keon Ellis with 9 on the shot clock, pulls the midi and it's pure. Jameer Nelson Jr. out top against Boogie Ellis, and that's going to be a foul against Boogie. Played a couple of seasons at George Washington, where he was 2-time 6.6. Little contact and a foul is going to be called. And we'll get a couple free throws out of that sequence. Noel Achua played a couple of seasons at, looked impressive at a few moments. Knocks down the second free throw on him.
You guys have been talking about Keon Ellis's improved play. He was telling me yesterday at practice that one day he just this season, and with his exit meeting with Mike Brown, he told him that he would have the ball in his hands more and he needs to get others, and saw a kid walk by in a jersey and it was saying 3 on Ellis, which now he's...
And I like what Sophia was mentioning. Like, he needs to handle more, and I think you saw when Malik Monk got hurt last year.
Bullet pass found its target underneath. Great look, and that's the way that you...
Too. He had many triple doubles, and so no surprise he's getting his teammates involved.
Nelson Jr. off the dribble handoff. Float game, no good. He took a hard landing. Nelson Jr., of course, the son of Jameer Nelson, now a coach. And that's backcourt partner. Jones to Jones. To Jones. Ellis. Cash. Joining the Sacramento Kings as part of a sign-in trade with 3 dribble handoff actions, or if they get onto Sabonis, he can get to a spot at the elbow.
He is nasty. One of the best scorers. Another guy who can go get a bucket.
Yes.
Now you got Fox, you got Monk who's back, DeRozan, and then you think about what he can do as a leader for this.
And he believes his best days are still ahead. Jones spins and fires. Count it. Great ball movement. Bouye put Jones on a flight. One way. Little empty corner, 2-man game with Timmy. Spins. That's a smooth-looking jump hook. And they run the same action. Back out to Ellis. Goes tween and pulls. Masalski with contested as well.
Mason Jones is playing with great energy out there on both ends. Great take to the basket by Ellis.
There to track our Sacramento Kings as well. You and Morgan. Timmy. Whew. Man.
Especially for someone like him. He may not have that reputation.
No.
This time he fouls a 3-point shooter.
Rookie last year. Spent last season with the Austin Spurs. His dad, Mark, played tennis at UC Santa Barbara. His grandpa, some of the biggest signings, free agent signings in wake of DeMar's signing here.
They got Brad Miller in a sign-in trade.
Yep. He was an all-star.
Yep. Was very impactful here, no doubt about it. I'd say Malik Monk ends up being on that play. He was there to contest that too.
Great activity. Wonderful pass. Ellis with the layup. Ellis back the other way. Got a whistle and a foul against San Antonio. Shot clock down to 3. Boogie out to Keon. Got it off in time. And it rims out. Ellis finished second last year in the final tally, he tells me, to Sasha Pazenkov by a mere 2. Shakes out of the corner. Shot clock down to 1. Got a launch. And impregnate.
Exactly.
Bouye snakes the screen. Ingram on the drive. And great hustle by Colby Jones. Retrieves it and draws the foul at the rim. You love to see.
I don't care about that result in the Summer League. I want to see them doing the right things they did on that sequence.
They talk about pace, space, paint touch it back. Return to sender. Bouye couldn't connect on the Afro step. So Bouye will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Bouye played 3 games with San Antonio. Outlet pass. Tipped up. Not quite in. 3-quarter court. Bouye off the screen. Back out to Ingram for 3. Butter.
They've been running some stuff, but the passing hasn't been totally crisp. They're maybe passing up a shot or 2. Kobe says
he's been working a lot this summer with assistant coach Dick. Dick has missed the same. Tell you what, Puerto Rico was a real threat, though. Here's Jones from the corner. That's Isaac Jones. Got a whistle and a foul, and while we're
be great for the group, and Canada will be a fast team, and he fits right in.
An intriguing matchup, and Trey Lyles. Everything that we've heard from Bouye with 3 on the shot clock. Hey, and what about Keegan Murray doing a nice job with USA Basketball? So Keegan has been putting in a lot of work on his mid-range game, he tells me, as Boogie Ellis connects from deep.
Last year, and the 3-point shot wasn't as efficient, but man, did he take a step defensively,
yes.
Taking on some tough challenges. Yep. You know, Mike Brown saying
need 2-way players to win championships. When you look all defensive member, Jaylen Brown upped his defensive presence. Keon Ellis around the screen. Jones up high.
Isaac Jones. You saw that last play, but he actually has a very interesting story. He's currently on a two-way with the Kings, but after high school season before transferring from Idaho, then to Washington State, where he was an all Pac-12 first-team selection. He says his motor and game in the league, and I think he's doing a little bit of that so far.
That dunk was very impressive, as was that three by the pass. And the bucket underneath by Luol. Great defense, swarming Boogie Ellis. Milner over to Nelson Jr., 8 on the shot clock. Nice little floater, but comes up short. Move on his three-point shooting. Didn't shoot a high volume in college. And that's going to be a Sacramento foul for Dwayne Washington Jr. Played 3 years. This is the second playmaking here. Got downhill. Spins and draws the foul. So Keon Ellis.
And it's these teams embracing it to develop young talent and search for guys that might.
Second apron, staying out of the luxury tax. Anytime that French the bench with 13 points in 16 minutes. Radford draws the foul from Achua. And he'll go
with that type of leather. So they call them boots.
Love it. Hey, man, those Texas coaches, Jimmy Butler's collegiate coach as well. Knocks down the second free throw. Off the screen from Achua, and that's going to be a foul against Radford, who tried to run right through the screen. The Australian native has been passport, has a lot of stamps on it.
It's been around. Good help though by Jones.
They load it up, but they commit the foul with .8. Well, we haven't mentioned it, but most people think.
Yeah, they're really excited about him, and he didn't handle. He'll get some open looks, so that's the area for him. He's got to show growth.
Achua with a great full court press. Nelson Jr. Man, Mensa almost out of San Diego State. Blake.
He's got good size.
Got to the mid-range and knocks it down. Bench. They've outscored them 31-16. Giving up an easy. Mason Jones inside to Achua with the jump hook.
The right decision, finding his big.
Ingram with the spin and fire. Knocks it down to the discerning look from management and coaches here. Whistle and a foul underneath. Well, at the free throw line. 50. For Scott Drew at Baylor. I tell you what, they turned out some very talented.
Sacramento on that possession. They were flying everywhere, not biting for pump fakes, contesting.
Oh, Boogie put up the giant killer. Would call the team assistant, Jack Gentry, very free.
And he plays bigger than.
Good contest at the rim. But we're going to have a foul called.
That high last year.
Well, if you're just joining us, we chronicle. And it's become the envy of a lot of people.
Put on about 10 since the end of the season.
And there he is, and one!
He knew that if he's going to have a chance to get NBA.
Big emphasis, as always. Ellis got stripped but fouled.
He's not wearing a vest.
Monty's got a vest for all seasons, even for the inclemency. You know, he's challenging Malik for a GQ on us. Logo on different sides. 22-point lead for Sacramento. Looking to improve to 2-0. Jones got caught 2-0 against the Chinese national team, who fell to 0-2. Horn
coming here to watch the games. They don't care who's playing. They want to watch hoops.
Figured out that you are amongst the most passionate fans in the league. Timmy with the follow. Good rim pressure by San Antonio. And
on the other end, I just love that this Kings Summer League team is really...
You know, Doug looked the same as a player. He's at the same weight. TSA, and he worked as a ball boy. Hazel with the layup at the other end off the great defense. Into the front court, good hands by Crawford. Boy, Sacramento not easing off the gas. So the Sacramento Kings improving to 2-0. Antonio. And we'll be back at it on Tuesday night here in Sacramento.